Welcome everyone to North Wilkesboro Speedway for race number 7 of the Classic Cup. Chris Sang and Raymond Fisher take over the front row for today's race. About to get the race command here.
Drivers, start your engines!
Engines fired up. We are ready to race. Another short track on the schedule. A little bit newer, North Wilkesboro, but only the newer versions can hold all 43 cars, so we've kind of traveled into the future a little bit. But that's okay, it's still North Wilkesboro. So Chris Sang in a tied ride, starting on the pole. Raymond Fisher in the Interstate Battery Chevrolet in second. Yeah, these 3D objects getting in the way. Here's Paul Perry in the 8. And there's Michael Brown in the 6 in row 2. Mary Keller and Sasha Bright in row 3. We're ready to go racing here at Wilkesboro. Green flag is out. We're underway. Down to the turn 1 we go. Side by side, a 10 on the inside. Hey, has the advantage. Not quite clear yet. Fisher fighting hard on the top. Coming around the lap number 1. Chris Sang takes it. 3 wide back there at the 37. I saw hit the wall, but we're all clear. All good up front or in the middle. I actually prefer the camera clipping because Paul Perry up to second because it gets in the way. It clearly gets in the way. There should be an option. Side by side here for third place. Fisher in the 18 getting shoveled out. On the outside now. Might be clear this time. Not clear yet. Not clear there. Caution is out. And the 10 car will take the yellow flag. Alright, first caution of the day. Oh, car upside down. That's the 42 car again. Sarah Taylor. Upside down for the second time this season. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. Alright, let's take a look here. Again, upside down. Had that big flip. Well, actually it wasn't that big of a flip at Atlanta. So they're at the back of the pack. Blazy Vitar we saw with damage. Let's see what happens. Into turn 1, the 24 sends it in there a little bit too deep into the 42. Both cars slam the wall and both go upside down. That's the second time the 24 has dumped the driver. This time he doesn't get away with it. But a huge hit for both drivers. Blaze still able to drive that thing, but probably going to park that behind the wall. As Taylor does not get back on all 4 wheels. A huge slam to the outside wall. And upside down. Hit the wall so hard, the car flipped right over. Yeah, Blaze just drives it in there deep. Hooks the 42. And both cars end up going upside down. I thought it was only the 42. See that from a TV2 camera. Yeah, just got to the right quarter panel and straight up into the wall. And look at the 42. Whole car was up in the air as well. That was how hard that she hit the wall there. Even at a track this short and low speed, I guess, yeah. It's still big hit, up and over. Yeah, way worse than Atlanta, ironically, if I'm using that word right. But first caution of the day, 2 cars upside down. Already a crazy start. We'll take you back to the restart. Alright, lights are out. So Blaze is still actually out there, 1 lap down. We'll get the restart on the inside. I don't know how he's still in this race after going upside down and slapping the wall like that. But obviously the 42 car is out of this one. 24 is coming soon, I think. Here we go for the restart. Green flag is out. We're underway. 10 car able to clear. 8 car able to clear. We're third. Michael Brown unable to. Now he is. Gonna be interesting. The 88 So I should probably gonna try the inside. Try to get anyways. Another wreck into turn 1 in front straight away. Alright, caution's out again. We'll take a look at the replay. So this was right on the restart. David Davison in the 4. Colin Bears on pit road. So was already on the inside. He just kind of slide coming off 4. Got into the 33. Both into the wall. Put the 4 deflects back up. Collects the 30 car. 27 gets a small scratch from that. They continue on. And that was it. I thought it was going to be... Oh, wait. No, that wasn't it. The 3 cars on top of the wall. Carlos Rodriguez. And he's almost upside down. The 33 bouncing off or coming back onto the racetrack after getting into the wall. Puts Rodriguez and almost had a 3rd car go upside down. That looks like Martin Truex Jr.'s wreck at Richmond back in 2004 in the Busch race. The way he rid the wall like that. Well, Rodriguez keeps on going. Like nothing really happened there. But man, wow. Almost 3 flips in less than 10 laps. At North Wilkesboro out of all places. Bristol was pretty crazy. Had a lot of flipping. Like 5 cars upside down. Yeah, the cars just can't stay on the ground here. So close call there for Rodriguez. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. So the 30 cars out. 3 more cars will be on the inside. The 98 having some kind of issue. Oh, whoops. It was mechanical, but no, never mind. He's out now. Now he's fully out. So the 4 car David Davison, even after a poor finish at Bristol, he still was able to gain quite a bit of points. He has a 50-point lead over Toby Miller. Those 2 victories and those 2 poles definitely helped him out big time. Green flag is out, so he can afford a few bad races. And that 10 car really takes off. Caution. You know the saying, cautions breed cautions. Let's take a look at the replay. Well, another wreck coming to the restart. The 75 of David Newhall gets into Dylan Eberheimen. He smacks the inside wall, comes back across into the outside wall, and up and over he goes with the 37 of Mitchell Hodak. There's the 31 car. Gets on its side, gets into the wall, but tips it right back over. And he gets hit by Tim Randolph. And gets kind of shoved. But I thought that thing was going to go for a tumble. So still, he took 2 hard hits. Let's go on board here. Actually, let's go on board with the 37 of Mitchell Hodak. 1 hard shot to the inside. Another one back to the outside. Into the back end. And upside down he goes. And then the 31 car will quickly switch to him. That is Joshua Cecily, who also made contact. Just nabbed him. Kind of helped the 26 a little bit from tumbling into the fence. Tipped back over, got hit for the 3rd time by Tim Randolph. And the number 97. These cars just can't stop flipping. I don't recall this many flips in North Wilkesboro, but today might be an exception, but we're not done yet. We are not done. Another crash happened up front somewhere, and look, there's another car upside down. Tony Green in a 28. So 4 cars up and over. So were these guys trying to dodge? Well, okay, 94 is a little bit slow. He was kind of on the apron. Tony Green gets in the back of him. He puts him in the wall, and he just got in an awkward spot that just tipped the car over. Damn 3D objects keep getting in the way. So 4 cars upside down. 37 just wall riding it to avoid that crash. That's one way to do it. My God. What is going on today? Go on board with the 3 car. Actually, I'll rewind this a little bit more. So he's on the apron a little bit. So Green just keeps on going. He kind of pushes him. And then he wrecks him. And yeah, when they went together, obviously you can't go anymore, so it kind of just pops the car up But man, that was unexpected. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Alright, perfect timing. It's just turned off. We're ready for the restart here. Oh, the 31 car, Cecilia, is a lap down, and there he is, gonna join the inside. Race car's off. Here we go. Once again. Will they wreck again? Will they flip again on the restart? We'll have to wait and see. They're in the halfway point as well. So far, Chris Sang has led everything. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Quickly take a look at the back just in case. We've got a couple cars in the wall, but all is good. Okay, they made it out that time. Oh, his slow car's in the way here. They're just slicing and dicing his way through. He's in for it at the moment. 5th place Mary Keller in the 71. Still trying to get by the 4. Sasha Bright getting held up. On pit road, that's the 1 in the 77. There might be penalties. Probably because of the restart. 88 through the middle. Trying to thread the needle. That is plenty of space. Not really threading the needle. There's Colin Jones in the 11. Darlington winner. Dominated that race. He lost 10 spots after failing to start the Bristol race. Pretty much finishing last. Well, yeah, he did finish last. Down to 18th place. That definitely hurt the 11 car big time. It's Colin Cropley in the Bristol. Cropley gained 7 spots up to 33rd. Remember, he missed the race. But he's ahead of a handful of full-time drivers with that win, and that's what they need. Probably going to need a second one to start popping off top 5 finishes. Half a second lead the 10 car has. Oh, he's actually hit the wall there. At 25, Chuck Flair made a lap down. Or 2 laps down, actually. Probably due to the restart. Here another car. That is the 1. So we're already a couple laps away from the halfway point. The 10 car Chris Sang has definitely clinched the most laps led. There's an extra 2 points right there. Now just over a second lead, Paul Perry in the 8. And he crashed out battling with Hodak at Bristol. Now running in second, thinking to hopefully get one back and contend for another win. This 25 being in the way is not helping. Had to serve a penalty and end up merging with the leaders. Hoping for a yellow here, except for the 10. So far along this green flag run. 20 laps remaining. Oh, and there's a caution. 27 in the wall, 29 in the wall. And the 4 car, Davison smoking bad. And Chris Sang will take the yellow flag. And we'll take a look at the replay. Alright, Francis Hawes on the 27. Richmond winner was a little bit sideways coming off turn 4. Hit the 21. Hit the inside wall hard enough. Then bounced off the 88. Went spinning. 41 also collected. There's a 29 just squeezing by. Had the wall ride to get through. And then the 4, David Davison, the unlucky driver, to smash into the back of the 27 car. Possibly taking out both drivers. Looks like going to be another poor finish for the 4 car. That cushion he has is going to slowly disappear. So yeah, he can't afford getting into more wrecks like this. So no one flipped this time. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. have 4 cars restarting on the inside here. Now with the 25 car being able to keep pace with the leaders, it's going to be very interesting. I got more. Actually, we got 5 of them. The 77 is there as well. Here we go. Pace cars off and ready to go green. Green flags out. Back on their way. The 10 car with a good launch. But is it good enough? Yes. Excellent restart there by the 10. Paul Bear in the 8, stuck on the outside of 25 fights. But the next caution, we'll have these guys on the inside, 3 wide back there. We're pushing and shoving. Look at the 16 car, Ryan Butcher, forcing his way through, dominated the... No, he didn't dominate, a mistake. I was talking about the national race at Milwaukee. He finished second. He was closing in, but couldn't get it done at the end. Well, he's right now in the top 10. So the 8 car has gotten by to 25 this time, trying to chase down that 10. Number 10 to go here, 10 laps to go. Might see one more yellow, I predict. Hopefully it won't end the race under yellow. Look at the back of the pack. 24 way up top. The lappers easily getting by on the inside. No issues. Whoa, sideways. About a second, almost, the 10 car has. And now it's 1.1. No one's able to touch a 10 so far. Chris Sang currently 35th in the points. No top 10 to his name yet. But if they can seal this win, there'll be a huge, huge boost in the points. Hoping the caution doesn't come out, and if it does come out, hopefully it comes out late, so they won't have to get a restart as Paul Perry takes it way too high, hits the wall. Now he's almost 2 seconds back as the 25 gets by. He's pushing hard, but I don't think he's going to make it there. Coming to 5 to go. Now we're in that window. Caution comes out, the race is over. So all Paul Perry can just do is just ride it out and finish second. Or unless the 10 car has a mechanical failure or really overdrives it like he's doing right now. Just scrapes the wall. Oh, and so does Fisher in the 18, and they all gotta check up. No, only the 6 car actually. Take it easy, you don't need to run it that hard. Three laps to go here, 3 laps to go. 10 pretty much has this win in the bag. Just ride it out, going to 2 laps remaining. Alright, 2 laps to go, 2 laps to go. Fisher is losing a couple of spots, he might lose out in the top 5. One car's a lap down, remember that. Mary Keller is in 6th place. Ryan Butcher is in 4th. Michael Brown is in the 6th car in 3rd. And there it is. White flag is out. Boom! Brown in the wall. So it looks like it's going to be a green flag finish, or at least racing it back to the line. But Chris Sang will dominate here at North Wilkesboro, and he'll take the checker flag today. Chris Sang wins it at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Perry, Brown, Butcher, Fisher, the top 5. And that should be everybody. Oh, and the 27 wrecked. Hell, in the 11 car too, the 5 and the 33. Of course, we just had one more crash before this was all over. We'll take a look at the full results. Whoa, what the hell? What the hell just happened here? Everyone just crashed at the end. Oh, including our race winner. Oh my god. What? Alright, let's take a look at the full race results first. So there you have it. So Chris Sang, the winner. Paul Perry, Michael Brown, Ryan Butcher, Raymond Fisher, and Mary Keller, Max Anderson, Jonathan Wong, Johnny Cox, and Sasha Bright. Here's the rest of the race results, and I'm really curious on what happened there. Everyone just decided to crash at the end of this race. Okay, it started here. Here's the 81, and the 7, the 33, and there's the 11. We also smoking. Oh, I think Colin Jones might have had a mechanical issue, or nope, the 81. Riley Sampson got into the 17. This was the 9th. This was for 8th place. Sampson was 9th, and coming to the white flag. At least they waited till they take the white flag before cracking. Jones in the 11 with heavy damage. It was running in 12th. Looks like it was going to be a good points day at least. But then he just slams into the 81. He's losing all these spots, and then it's hooked by the 7. Nags the 29, and then the 33. Damn 3D option, get out of the way. Alright, so those two crashed, and no one else in this wreck. But there's Toby Miller. He gets turned by the 5 car. Then the 5 deflects back into the 27. There's the 11 getting turned again. And Lyle Austin into the door. Did not flip him over though. And then there's, oh god, they're just everywhere. They are just everywhere. So the 11 of Jones try to cut down in front of the 22. Trying to get down pit road. But he slams the inside wall. And then the 22 and the 31. And then the 24. They all just come and wrecking in the last lap. They couldn't even finish the race. Only had like half a lap to go. And there's Toby Miller in the 12. Not what he needs. And then there's Chris Sang. So this was the race. So the race is already over. Chris Sang's already won. And then there's Paul Perry in the 8. And then here comes the rest. They all just stack up. What? They all stack up into turn 3. They all stop. And then they just keep coming and coming and coming. Copley, Johnson, and the 5, 15, and then the 9. Oh my god. Well, not on upside down, but they're on top of each other. Some guys made it to pit road. The 9 car is on top of like 2 other drivers. Holy hell, what? Oh, this is a really crazy ending to this race. A lot of flipping, a lot of crashing, and they had to do one more before it was all over. Including our race winner. All decided to pile in and enjoy it, or all crash on the last lap. Actually, not on the last lap. Well, for some of them, yeah. But at the end of the race, look at them. They just keep coming. Arca brakes. The 24. Well, he had the crazy flip at the start on lap 5. Flipped over twice. And was at least going to finish the race, but it was like 2 turns and half a straightaway to go. And couldn't make it to the end. But wow. That was extremely unexpected. Now that's unexpected for sure. Everyone basically wrecked today. Everybody. Well, that's it here today at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Chris Sang's the winner. We'll take you to victory lane.